All right. Just stupid little laptop. I can't. I'm always have to be so close. All right. All right. All right, everybody. It's DJ Gill. This is the Pop Shoppe Home School live stream we've been doing for about 6 weeks since WNUR has been off the air for the pandemic. And we are live now, and we're really psyched because we got a great guest. We do have special guest co-host DJ BK.
That's the great guest. I'm just here to
in the house. In the house. He's not in my house. He's not in my house. He's in his house. And we have the very talented Chicago singer-songwriter Ben Vogel. And we were talking about this actually before we came out air. We know there's a ton of stuff going on out there, and we're using this as like a break for your emotionally and for your brain. Everybody needs a little break once in a while. And we'll just say that, hatred for no reason based on anything but race or religion or sexuality is abhorrent, and certainly not something I believe in. But we're gonna leave it there, and you guys can actually, I know there's a lot out there, so you're doing what you can do. So this is about music. We're gonna do music for. We were supposed to have a band from France, a very cool post-punk band that I played on the Pop Shoppe called Les Manteez, if I'm even pronouncing them right. And they're very cool people. And I know they were really psyched about the show, but they were going to get up at 3:30 in the morning, similar to last week. I appreciate everybody who tuned in for the Caper Clowns. So it was a fantastic set, and they were a full band, and we had like over 1,000 views of that video, so that was pretty awesome. But they may have slept. I've done that before. I know I've like said, I've missed flights because the flight was like at 6, and you're like, okay, I got to set my alarm, and so they may have just slept through this, man, and that's okay.
Based on my international clock, and the closest I'm getting is maybe Dublin, which is at this hour 2:38. So is Paris around that, or 3:38?
It's 3:38 in Paris.
Okay. All right.
And I know they were really psyched about coming on and everything, so maybe they will pop in. They've got time. But if not, we have Ben with no pressure, Ben. Ben Vogel, who put out a fantastic album. Is your album called Cassidy? Because I love the song. Or am I wrong on that? No, it's called Waiting. It's Waiting.
Whistling After Midnight.
Whistle. Yeah. Okay. I'm so good at this.
Yeah. Cassidy's the first tune.
Cassidy's the first tune. I've listened to the album before, and I listened to it again today while I was at work, and it's a fantastic album. So you guys should check it out. I know it's probably on Spotify, right? Bandcamp or whatever.
It is.
Oh yeah. Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple, all the ones. Those are the main ones. Okay. And then on my website.
There you are.
Oh yeah.
Hey, by the way, for Ben, it's only 6:39 in the evening, Spokane time.
Ben's in are you in Spokane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you live here. You live here in Chicago.
I do. I live in Chicago. I'm just with my family.
So that's cool. So what's the thing in Spokane? Like Chicago has pizza, deep dish, or a Chicago hot dog. Is there like something that, like, if I was to go to Spokane, besides all the great hiking and mountains, would you be like, oh, you've got to try our so and so? Is there like a food that everybody digs that's like classic, like?
I'm not sure if there's a food or not, but I would say like this whole Northwest region, I feel like our thing is like beer. And then also we grow a lot of grapes for wine out here, but like this, I'm biased because I grew up in Spokane and stuff, but like Spokane, Portland, Seattle, Montana, that whole like corner of America, you're not going to find better beer unless you're in like Germany or someplace.
Wow. Okay. Because there's great beer in Chicago.
Is there a local brew that comes to mind? Is there a couple? Because I'd like to file that away.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a place called No Lie here in town. That's like NO -LI. That's pretty awesome. And then Iron Goat. Those are the two.
And so now you're in Spokane. Is your dad? Are you at your dad's place? Because I know your dad's Lewis is a big fan. But can we say hey to your dad? Because I know and I know he listens to the show too, even when you're not on. When I was on, which is really cool.
Yeah, he digs the show. Yeah, I'm at my folks' place. And shout out to Dad.
And you don't want to let him like participate, grab like some hand percussion and like an egg or something and like rock out.
Oh, I asked, but I think he's just a spectator for this one. I'll coax him into doing something with me one of these days.
Okay. Father's Day is coming up too, so hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Right? Dad's everywhere.
So now your album, Whistling After Midnight, how long did that take you? Did you record most of it at home?
Actually, I did it in a studio in Austin called King Electric, and it actually took, I mean, not like, it actually, I had a duo with my buddy who co-wrote Cassidy with me initially, and we recorded some songs for that. We were going to make our own record, and then he had to go do his thing and I had to go do my thing. So we amicably kind of split up like the songs I sang and the songs he sang. And that was back in like summer 2018. And then I wrote some more songs in kind of fall 2018, spring 2019, intermittently, like between gigs, kind of recorded them, went to this studio. And so it honestly, the whole thing took a little over a year, I think.
Okay. But it takes a while. I worked with an artist here, Mark Watson, who's very particular. You know, people like spend a lot of time writing a song, you know, and they go in the studio, they really want to get it right. And it can take a long time. And even if you tell somebody objectively, no, dude, that sounds great, sometimes they just have it in their head that they want a certain sound or a certain whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely suffered from a little bit of that perfectionism thing. Mm-hmm. So I feel that.
Do you do most of the instrumentation, or you have help from a few people?
I had a little bit of backing vocal and keyboard help from some college friends, and then my brother did the drums. But I did all the guitars, almost all the keyboards, and at least half the songs, like all the vocals are just me. My brother Micah sang some vocals. My buddy Alex, who co-wrote Cassidy and a couple other songs, shows up on the vocals. And then my buddy Luke was just visiting me, crashing on my couch the same day I had a session. So I roped him into singing on a couple of tunes.
Luke. And I was going to ask you about that, about the fuller band songs, because the guitar solos are really cool. So I didn't know if you played those, but obviously you did. So that's rocking.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, that's like, you know, that's how I started. I didn't really ever intend to be a singer. It kind of just like over my like working band days, it kind of just like happened. I mean, I'm a guitar player, you know, really.
Okay. You also seem like, I mean, I'm just totally guessing that you were like a music student. Did you study music?
Yeah, I have a master's degree in music composition from the University of Texas.
I could tell. I could tell listening. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Listening to your songs, I could tell that I just could tell that you had some theory sort of education in your
stuff. Thanks. Yeah,
so.
I'm a big like music theory nerd. It's, you know, I just like I like the like mathematics of it or something. It's like, I don't know. It's like a puzzle. I really, I enjoy it a little too much.
Ben, how did you end up from obviously from Spokane to Austin? It was school related. How did you go from Austin to Chicago? How did that end up going there?
Oh, well, so actually, well, now she's my wife, but at the time I was dating my now wife, and she had lived with me in Austin for a bit, but then she got into the medical illustration program at a UIC. And so she moved up to Chicago to do that. And I was doing my thing in Austin, finishing school, then just gigging. And then when it kind of happened that I was going solo rather than doing this duo with my buddy in Austin, I kind of figured at some point one of us was going to have to move to make this thing happen. And so, you know, Chicago's a cool place. So I decided, well, I'll come up there with her. So the short answer is for a girl. But it's a really good decision.
I made a lot of major decisions. We're all based on like for a girl. Believe me. In fact, I moved to Chicago because of breaking up with a girl. So it's still like
really
works.
That's another show for another time, right?
Yeah. A long show. Let's get into some music, and we'll talk more too after your songs. And I'll just quickly say that when I listened to your album again today, which is really great, that
Yeah.
I heard Jason Faulkner. I don't know if DJ BK heard Jason Faulkner.
It's funny. I like to ask this maybe later in the show, but I always hesitate to put a sound on the artist's own sound because for a couple reasons. One is that they may not like that artist. Two, that might not be at all what they were going for. And three, it's their own sound. But a couple of things that came to mind were a little bit of Ben Folds. I don't know if you've heard some of that, at least vocally.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I think the other one that kind of came out of the gate with me, which was, the kind of that funky number you showed was like a little style council almost. But that was one particular tune.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know Jason Faulkner, but you definitely have Jason Faulkner in there.
I'm a big fan, Jason Faulkner, actually. That first Presents Author Unknown is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I was thinking of that album, actually. Some of the songs had that total vibe.
Oh, well, thank you. That's a huge compliment because I love that record.
Yeah.
I got really lucky enough to see Jason Faulkner because he doesn't play full band like a lot. And then he got moved into for a while doing like Beatles, like children's like music.
Oh, yeah.
Songs.
Which is cool. But when I lived in LA and my good friend from college, a good friend of mine, Brian used to work at Capitol Records. So when I would live there for a year, just checking it out, it was a while ago. An Author Unknown had come out, and Brian used to get us into all sorts of cool shows like that you couldn't get in unless you like had the in. And the Troubadour, he was playing at the Troubadour to his album release for Author Unknown with the full band. He had the guy from the Grays in it, and it was like a lot of it was unbelievable. Like he was so great, full band. And there was a few celebs there, and I had a crush on Alyssa Milano, and she was there, and I spent half my time just staring at her. But it was a great show. That was really, really awesome. Well, let's get into some tunes, man. We're just two old guys just rapping away here. So you can intro the tunes, do your thing, and
sweet. Well, I think I'll start it off with the aforementioned Cassidy. I feel like this is kind of, I don't know if it's presumptuous to say I have a signature tune, but if I do, this is probably it. So yeah, this is Cassidy. In love with the unknown, yet she hates to sleep alone. Always searching for a life. Red ribbons in her hair and a floral dress to wear. She's going out tonight. And when she smiles, there's a sadness deep inside. Something that draws the room to Cassidy. She's a catastrophe to everyone she meets. Cassidy is at capacity. She's got no room for me. With one eye on the door and the other eye and more she could hope to find. When that morning comes, well, you know she'll turn and run. Oh, before you cross that line, long as she's smiling, you will never see her cry. No one can know the girl named Cassidy. She's a catastrophe to everyone she meets. Cassidy is at capacity. She's got no room for me. Who's the fool that fell so hard? Was it me or was it you? flame will fade, but not before it takes your life. This torch you carry on for Cassidy. Cassidy, oh, whoa, Cassidy, oh, whoa, Cassidy. I wanna sing about you, yeah. I wanna scream about you, yeah. I'm gonna dream about you, yeah, yeah. Cassidy. Thank you.
Nice, man. Nice work.
I love the line, Cassidy's at capacity.
That's the line I love too. I'm listening to it today, and I was like, I said the same thing in my head today. I was like, oh, I love that line.
Is that where it started with you, that particular thought, then it just sort of fanned out into a song?
No, actually, it's funny. My buddy Alex came up with that line. The music came to me first. I was like screwing around on the guitar with it a little bit, and then the melody came to me while I was like really hungover and brushing my teeth one day. At like 3 p.m. on like I was a professional musician in Austin. So it was like 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. I run out. This is when we were roommates. I run out like in my like towel or whatever from the bathroom. I'm like, dude, I got an idea for a song. And then we decided it had to be a girl's name. And so we spent an entire night just like hanging out, like, and like just throwing 3-syllable girls' names at each other and be like, Chastity. No, that's too much of a pun. Emily. No, there's already a song named Emily, and like finally we centered it on Cassidy, and then all of the kind of wordplay, I guess, if you will, kind of came off the title.
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, you need the right female name to fit the song and the rhythm and everything, and that works.
Yeah.
So what's your? Now I know there's a really cool electric guitar solo in that track.
Yeah, nice works there, by the way.
What is what's your go-to electric?
Fender Telecaster all the way.
Nice.
And what are you playing now? What is that?
Oh, so there's actually a story. This is a Ryan guitar. This guy Kevin Ryan makes them in somewhere in California. And the story on this guitar is I don't want to like bring everybody down, but like, so my grandpa who played guitar, he passed away about three-ish weeks ago.
Oh,
and
wow,
he left. Right. Oh, thanks. I mean, he left. I couldn't bring myself to bring it home from my grandma's house just because it's like when I was in high school, I'd come over. I went to high school like 3 blocks from their house. So I'd go over and hang out with them. And I'd always be kind of intimidated to be like, hey, man, like, can I play your like really nice guitar? Because I was like 15. But he'd always be super chill about it. And this was the catalyst for me, being like, I'm going to actually pick up this, take this guitar and like start playing it, which I think is obviously what he wanted. So feels right to be doing it. But this is a very nice guitar.
Was he a musician, and is your family quite musical?
Yeah, he was a doctor, and he played guitar.
Oh.
He took it up as a hobby later in life, but
that's awesome.
So he was like learning at the same time like I was learning and stuff, and so we dug a lot of the same like guitar, like fingerstyle guitar music, and we'd talk about it and stuff. And he was like one of my biggest supporters on the whole thing.
That's cool.
My dad plays guitar. My mom plays a little piano. My brother plays violin and drums. My grandma was a piano, professional piano player. So we're a little musical, I guess.
I see a Partridge Family TV show.
Yeah. Missed opportunity. I think we're all too old now.
Yeah, you can do it now. It doesn't matter. So why don't you rock out with another song, man? It was awesome.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, if you guys don't mind, I've got a new song that I'm gonna play.
Yeah. This is the place for that, man. For debuting new songs.
This has been heard once before. I did a live stream from the Montrose Saloon a while ago, and I pulled this out. But I think I had written it the day before, so it was a little shaky. I think it's better now.
Cool.
I think the working title I've got for this is Shadows or Shadows Waltz, because it's a waltz. But you'll see. Anyway, this is my new tune. Chain lights are smoking, steps outside, dodging the street lights as she hides in shadows left by the day. Looks back at the window up the stairs where he sleeps so blissful unaware as she slips away. With the bag she's had packed for almost a year, she wanders in circles and battles back tears as she wonders how they ever became so afraid to let go of each other. Feeling the stillness of the air become a bit more than she can bear. Her resolve slowly yields. She pleads with herself to do more than pretend, but the train is leaving and she won't be on it again. Believing that there will always be another. She takes one last drag and steps inside. The ember burns out a weary sigh, but more will be revealed. More will be revealed. More will be revealed.
Love it.
Well, thanks.
Great stuff. And it's funny. I mean, that sound to us,
that was awesome.
A little bit of Jason Faulkner.
That was Jason Faulkner. I heard that, but it's your own, and it's awesome. It's a great song.
You know, I was going to ask you, Ben, what growing up, or what were some of the who were some of the bands that influenced you, or who were some of the bands that you loved so much you had to have all their material because you just ate it up?
Well, so I mean, first thing was I when I was little, Brian Setzer, you know, of the Stray Cats, my parents taped a video of it was some special of him playing in Vegas. And this is from the late 90s. And when I was a kid, I'd make them play that tape for me all the time. So like seeing Brian Setzer was like, man, I want to play guitar. Because when I was like 3, I thought he was like the coolest person in the universe. And he's still pretty dope. I'm still a big fan. And so I have like most of his records in the Stray Cats. And then it was the Beatles. I had every Beatles record by the time I was like 4. And, you know, thanks to really excellent parenting, you know, mostly steering me correct. And Van Halen was a big one for me. And then as I got older, I got Squeeze is like maybe still my favorite band. And then also Crowded House.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are all great bands. And Crowded House and Squeeze are from the Beatles tree in a big way, obviously.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Have you seen Squeeze live?
Yeah, I saw them. They came to the Vic. This is when I didn't live in Chicago yet, but my wife did. So I was up visiting her for Thanksgiving one year, and Squeeze came to the Vic, and
We might have been at that show, my wife and I.
oh, nice. That's one of the. They were awesome, man.
Yeah.
Glenn Tilbrook is like, he's who I want to be when I grow up, basically.
Yeah, when I was in college, the Squeeze singles 45 and under was like a must-have. Everybody had it.
He could still hit but Ben, he could still hit the high note pretty good too, couldn't he? At that point.
Oh yeah, well that's what impressed me, and man, his guitar playing is really good,
Right.
all at the same time.
Yeah,
I remember they encored with Black Coffee in Bed, which was a hard song to sing, especially after the end of the night. He just slayed it.
Yeah, and he doesn't sing it on the record.
He doesn't?
No.
Oh, he doesn't.
Isn't that Paul Carrick?
Oh, that's Tempted.
For sure.
I think he does. I think Paul Carrick does those two songs, Black Coffee and Tempted. But I could be wrong. Let me look it up. I could totally be wrong.
Call him on this one?
I make up a lot of stuff, actually.
I think that Glenn Tilbrook sings Black Coffee and Paul
I gotta
Carrick
go
sings
with that
Tempted,
one.
but I'm not, I don't want to. I'm not necessarily gonna like bet the farm on it.
Well, I think it's Glenn Tilbrook.
It probably is.
Anyway,
You can't listen to me. I like making up things. No, that was great. So that'll be on the next album then.
what was the name of that tune, Ben, that you just played?
I think I'm going with Shadows Waltz, but I just kind of like wrote the lyrics, and then I've been trying to come up with a good title. So, it might change. Mostly I came up with a title because I figured you guys were going to ask.
Sure.
So you're gonna have full band stuff on your new album too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have full band stuff, and I mean, eventually I'll do like some. Before all this like coronavirus stuff went down, I was you guys know Eric at the Montrose, like him.
Oh, sure.
He and his son Gus we were rehearsing some full band stuff, and we had some gigs. We were supposed to like open for Phil Angotti and stuff, and then the Rona happened. So full band will be a thing at some point.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, we know Phil pretty well.
I haven't had the pleasure yet. I dig his music, and I was really looking forward to meeting the guy. So someday.
Well, you can watch our live stream Thursday. He's on the record label that I work. That's my record label with some other people, but he's on that label, and we've been doing a Thursday night live stream for Big Blast Records on our Facebook page, and Phil plays. Phil will be there Thursday night. We're actually doing we decided to do like a theme where they'll play originals, but then just to make it more fun, because we've been doing it every week or so. So this week is David Bowie night. So guys will be covering songs by David Bowie.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. I love David Bowie.
Yeah, and I know that I'm pretty sure Phil told me the song he's going to do for Thursday, and it's a great song. It fits him perfectly. So that'll be good.
Ben, are you planning back in Chicago anytime soon? Or are you waiting for things to die down?
We were I think within the next couple of weeks for sure. I mean, we kind of just dipped out suddenly because we were needed here. And then we were thinking about going back, and then, the
Rona.
Let's civil unrest happened, and we were kind of like, well, we're both working from home. Let's wait it out another couple weeks.
Right.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, definitely play another song. I don't know. So Les Manteez, actually, I know I said they commented on the Facebook stream. They're not on the stream yet. I messaged her a little while ago to ask if they're having problems getting on the stream. So I don't know what's going on there, but
we still got you, Ben.
So yeah, we got them. So yeah, play one or two more, whatever you want to do.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll play. I'll do No Reason. This is a. I don't know. I have a lot of fun playing this song. It's called No Reason. living life on my own. Never could imagine the empty feeling inside. No explanation, no reason why. And it don't feel like a home, deafened by the silence. Just yesterday she was here, and for no reason she disappeared. Could I have done something wrong? We'd worked it out for so long, though there were problems before. I didn't worry anymore until I woke up to find she'd gone and left me behind. Is that the way that it goes? Maybe I'll never know. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm still a little angry. She couldn't look in my eyes. She never gave me a reason why. No, no, no explanation, no reason why. Should I have noticed before she had a foot out the door? And was she losing her mind? Well, I was slowly going blind, and so I soldiered on, ignoring all that went wrong, until this morning I awoke, found a key and a note. Maybe I'll never know the things that she was thinking, 'cause all she wrote was goodbye. She never gave me a reason why. No, 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 no explanation, no reason why. No explanation, no reason why. No explanation, no reason why. No explanation.
Ooh, nice.
Great guitar work there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks.
I didn't know it was a hard stop, so it threw me off for a second. It was cool.
Oh yeah. It ends on the weirdest chord in the song. Someone, oh man, I played this for someone when I had first wrote it, and I'm forgetting who it was now, but it's like one of my friends, and they're like, "You sure you want to do that?"
And you said yes, definitely, right?
Yeah, I was like, "Well, now that you've challenged me, of course."
I got to thinking about your while watching you play those fantastic licks up and down the board, and you talked earlier about your grandpa and fingerstyle picking and all that stuff. Were there did you study a lot of finger picking and that kind of stuff and work on that a lot during your education?
Yeah, not as much. Like when I studied classical bass. That's how I started. And guitar, guitar was kind of like a hobby when I was like a teenager. And when I'd started playing, and I actually was mostly self-taught initially, because I was getting bass lessons. So I developed a lot of like bad habits and stuff. And then later I got some lessons in like, kind of straightened myself out and started learning finger style. But like at the time, I'd been trying to learn it forever. And, finally I kind of, now I feel like I'm a real guitar player. I can say that within like the last year or so, but I've actually, I think at this point I've taught more guitar lessons than I've had.
Well, I like the one song you have you have a nice change up on your album. You have a rockabilly style song. So when you mentioned Brian Setzer, like I could you know, that was probably a nod to that, right?
Oh, yeah. When I play that song, I always say, if anybody knows Brian Setzer, tell him I'm sorry for stealing all his licks.
Everybody steals everybody's, right? Pretty much. Well, do you want to do one more song? We've got, hey guys, hey, there's Isa from Les Manteez. Hi. I don't know if she can hear us. I'm not sure. There she is.
Wave, that's good.
And they got up very early in the morning. But Ben, if you want to play one more song, and then we'll get to Les Manteez, that would be awesome.
Yeah, sure. I'll play the rockabilly tune.
Okay, awesome.
It's a long story short. It's about my feelings about a breakup with a girl, and this is a long time ago. This particular young lady was not a fan of country music, and so okay, I'll channel my feelings into kind of a country song, you know. I guess like Buddy Holly country rather than like bro country, but you know, that's a good kind anyway.
That's a good kind, yes.
So yeah, it's called I Hope You're Happy Now, and yeah, here we go. Well, I guess you couldn't take this waiting around, searching for something better than what you found. So you slipped up in the night without a sound. Oh, whoa, I don't know how. I hope you're happy now. Well, you said you didn't feel it anymore. A loved one's alive being swept up off the floor. So head for the door, throw the old memories out. Oh, whoa, I don't know how. I hope you're happy now. Well, I hope you're happy. And please don't laugh at me when I tell you what a mistake this might be. I don't want to be bitter, but please consider how this feels to me. Hope you're happy. Please don't laugh at me when I tell you what a mistake this might be. I don't want to be bitter, but please consider how this feels to me. Well, it was you and me, and then he came along, speaking words that sound so right, but you know damn well they're wrong. You gotta sleep in the bed you made. Yeah, it's your problem now. Take a bow. Hope you're happy now. And I don't know how. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy now.
Woo! Nice.
Yeah. That was smoking, dude.
Yeah, really good, Ben.
Great guitar work there.
Can
That
you
was
teach me to play with that where I wouldn't have to do all the hard work to get there?
What?
Could you teach me how to play like that without putting any of the hard work in?
Yeah, Ben gives lessons. He guarantees after one lesson you'll play just like that.
Yeah, I give lessons. You know, I help facilitate deals with the devil. It's really how much time you got. You know.
All right, okay. I'm willing to sell it. I'll sell the soul.
Yeah. Well, dude, you are a rock monster, man. You're awesome. I want to thank you so much for coming on the Pop Shoppe Homeschool live stream. And I remember you sending me the disc, and I thought it was really cool, and I appreciate that you did that. Your great album from last year. So everybody check that out. Yeah, thank you so much, man. You're welcome to hang out on the stream. You're welcome to take off and do whatever you got to do.
I'll hang out. I'm super excited to see. Is it Les Manteez?
It's Les Manteez, I think, right?
Yeah. And thank you so much for having me on, man. This is super fun. It's good to talk with you guys. Yeah, this is.
We look forward to seeing you
Thank you
back
so much.
on stage.
Yeah, and the new album,
Yeah.
man. Those new songs are. The new song was awesome. So hey,
Thanks, Ben.
I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. It's Les Manteez. Is that right, Isa? You hear me? I don't know if they can hear me.
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you guys hear me in France?
Yes. Can you hear us?
I better
Hello?
message. Hi, can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Maybe not.
Are
Hold
we
on.
coming in?
I'm gonna message her. Let's see.
All right. This is all live.
This is the beauty of live streaming.
Live and direct without any editing or.
Now, you're not muted on this stream, but could be on their computer.
Maybe there's a really big delay of like 20 minutes.
No, because I did Denmark and it was there. Can you hear me, Les Manteez? Isa, can you hear me? I don't
Maybe
know.
they're going to start up. Looks like they might have something set up there for us too.
I know, but I don't know if I can hear them.
Maybe an amplifier, a keyboard, some speakers, monitors. I don't know.
We're trying to get them in.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Can you hear us now?
Hello. Ready to play?
I can hear you now, and I couldn't hear
We
you
can
before.
hear you if you can hear us. Okay, write that down. We can hear you. This reminds me when Channel 9 lost its ability to switch audio. They had to use cue cards to communicate with their live reporter.
Oh, hello? Okay. Can you hear us now? Well, I'll put it this way. We can hear them, so let me...
This is really bad.
So if they just want to play,
Twice.
we can hear you.
We can see and hear. We can
So
see
if you
and hear you. I think I put a question mark. Put an exclamation. Another bad penmanship.
play music...
And my wife knows French.
Yeah, my wife knows some French too. They should speak French to each other, Jody and Dan. And they can talk about us. We won't know what they're talking about.
Okay, that's Ben. Ben, you speak French.
I don't, but my
Can you
my
hear us
wife
now?
went to college in Montreal.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, I think she can hear
Yes.
us. Can you hear us?
Hello.
I can't hear you. I don't know why.
Oh, well, you can just play music then.
You can hear us now?
No, they can't hear us.
Oh, okay.
So we can do a song. I don't know why I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do the first song.
Okay.
And
Great. The universal okay sign.
it's okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
And we're back. Sorry, I don't know I can hear you.
No problem.
So, audio.
So, Kurt, can you tell us a little bit about the band?
What?
We're gonna.
Tell us a little bit about the band.
First song will be
What do we do?
Fiction Makers. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
I feel bad, but we can't. They can hear. We can hear them though. That's good.
We go. C'est prêt?
Okay.
Okay. I'm keeping a diary How many nights in the cave? Tell me, is it fiction makers? Come closer, darling. The coffee's flashing, shaking the world in one day. She silence on my way. Never felt in the care, wishing born all in the dark. A naked voice in the air says, well, welcome to Vogel Les Manteez. Come closer, darling, where the coffee's flashing, shaking the world in one day. And she's silence on my way. Coffee's flashing, shaking the world in one day. She's silence on my way. Harry noted the wings. Let it go, showcase your minds. Who's hiding behind the queen? Who cares? Go with the tide or die.
Very good, very good. Yeah.
Thanks. I know how to hear you on the roof.
It was very, yeah, I know you guys, it's a bummer they can't hear it. It was a great song. It was very much like The Cure from the Disintegration album. It's really, really cool. Like, great guitar stuff. I love the guitar one. It was great.
Here we are. Hey.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Yeah,
we can hear us.
You can hear us?
We can hear you.
Oh, finally. All right. I was saying how that's a great, that sounded great. That song is very, reminds me of The Cure. Very much like The Cure from the, it's like from, well, I'm getting a weird play on here, but
From the gym? Yeah. Hello. So.
Yes. We can hear us.
you can hear us?
Yeah.
I was saying how that sounded great. That song is very, reminds me of The Cure.
We have a little delay.
Yeah, we have a weird delay.
Let me check.
And I sound like I'm in a stadium like the United States. But the music sounded great. If you just want to play music, some more songs.
Yeah. There is some delay. I don't know.
Very
why.
weird delay. Well, you can play
I'm gonna
music.
try something.
The music
Okay.
was great. We're here for the
Let me do
music.
something. No, it won't work. No, I have no idea why I
Okay.
don't hear.
We'll just play music.
Maybe I
You can play
do
music.
this.
That's fine. Just go ahead and play.
It's amazing. The,
More music, more music,
try
more
to
music.
catch you on the iPad, maybe.
Yeah, you could
So-
just play music.
Yep. iPad, maybe. Can you hear me?
Play music.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you, but there's just that weird delay.
We have a delay.
Yeah, we have a weird delay.
This is weird. Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yeah,
All the time.
and I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear. We
I
can hear.
have like a 4 seconds delay.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, you can play music if you can hear. If you can, you want to just play some songs. Gonna play?
Okay, we play another song.
Yeah, let's play.
The next one will be Goofy Goofy.
Oh, it's a good
Okay.
song. You guys can't hear me though.
Okay, we go. Sorry.
Goofy.
It's a mystery. Huh?
The song,
The sound is okay for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
music.
Yes, the music's not great.
Thank you.
Parce que j'entends rien. Non.
Okay. Fancy makeup, no brand voice out of touch. Time to focus, no one around is in rush. Get on board, fuzzy team, 9-7 every second dream. Get on board, fuzzy team. 9-7 every second dream. Get on board. 9-7 every second dream. Get on board. Dimming the lights, you feel the food in your tight. Wishing out loud, you turn to the round. Fish in the sky, right on the day, yes you can fly. Talk to the dog, but feel you kiss the fire. Get on board, fuzzy team. 9-7 every second dream. Get on board, fuzzy team. 9-7 every second dream. Get on board. 9-7 every second dream. Get on board. Stop all the clocks, there is no love, I hope there was. Follow the cat, he'll be on time to have a chat. When you wake up, no one is on the bus. the wires. Getting bored, fighting, line 7 every second word. Getting bored, fighting, line 7 every second word. Getting bored, line 7 every second word. Getting bored. Thanks. So goofy.
Thank you.
That's great.
Okay,
That's
I
excellent.
can read.
I don't, we made, thank you. Good to see you. We can't hear you. We did 1,000 try, we test the StreamYard. It works so well. And I don't know what happened now. We are
It's
on
okay.
the desktop.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Chrome is okay for StreamYard. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Oh, it happens.
Oh, sorry.
You wanna
I
do,
punched the microphone. It's okay. Yeah. One more.
Yes, okay.
Only the music matters. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yes. So I have the video, but with a delay too.
Okay.
You hear the video? So we have a delay. So one more, we go. Thank you. Okay, one more. So we're gonna do awkward as a cow.
Attends une petite seconde.
Okay, 1 second. Thank you for having us on the show.
Je n'ose
Nice
pas,
to meet you for the first time.
je n'ose pas parler.
Eric, yeah. We go.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, say hello to romance. Life is happening now. movie star, upcoming final cut, shooting at night. No one will get hurt, sticking around to Friday. Why this guy so late? Her nose open out. But again, merry, merry go round, sticking out to Friday. Why this guy so late? Her nose open out. But again, merry, merry go round. Merry, merry go round. Thanks.
Very good, very good.
Thank you. So weird. We are in a silent movie.
Okay, completely. Can turn the thing, no guitar.
Crab. Oh,
Oh,
thank you. Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.
Love the guitar, lines and toes. This is this guy.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much.
Guitar. Cool. 80s vibe. Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
What kind of guitar is that?
En peg, Dan Armstrong. En peg,
Sorry.
Dan Armstrong en peg.
Show the head, maybe.
Yes,
Got
it's a
it?
glass.
Like it, yeah. Like there are some arms too. Huh? Thank you, merci. Thank you so much. It was nice to meet you. Ivan, great songs. Thank you. I will listen again.
Thank you.
Bonne nuit. Thank you. Back to bed.
Okay, thank you so
we
much.
chat. Thank you.
Ben,
Bye.
bravo Ben.
Thanks. Cheers. Bye. So.
All right, so Ben, I guess that's it.
Cool. Thanks for having me on. That
Dude,
was awesome.
Dude, they were really cool. I felt so bad that I couldn't we couldn't really communicate because I think they're really cool, man. They're not exactly, I mean, I know they're not everything that, obviously I like a lot of different music and not everything that I like is power pop. And to me, they've got that cool 80s post-punk vibe and a lot of psychedelic sort of tones to them. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go listen to their record right now. That was sick.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
That was awesome.
All right, man. So thank you so much. You got any tips for actually we're still on the air and nobody's going to care about this stuff, but I haven't got my hair cut because I'm just not ready. I don't quite trust it quite yet. And your hair looks, because you're much younger than me, your hair looks really cool when it's long. What do you do, man? My hair is getting long. Should I just let it dry net? What do you do? It gets crazy, but
leave-in conditioner.
Leave-in conditioner.
Yeah, well, it's so instead of doing the shampoo, you do the shampoo in the shower, but then instead of doing conditioner in the shower, I dry my hair off, and then I put leave-in conditioner, and it helps because I don't know what yours is like, but mine's kind of coarse and gets real dry and frizzy if I don't do anything to it.
Yeah, I get really frizzy hair,
It'll help it dry a little bit more.
Yeah, and your hair's thicker than mine, so yeah, your hair's thicker than mine too. But I'll try it. All right, buddy. Well, thank you so much, man. You sounded awesome. Say hi to your dad, Lewis, and the family.
I will, man. Thanks so much for having me on. I'll tune into Thursday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, check out Thursday, man. Maybe I'll just pop you a reminder message, man. I think you'll like all the artists, musicians that we have on the label. It's really like a community-minded label. It's really everybody chips in. It's not about money because money's not really there. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a collaboration for everybody to help everybody out and share their knowledge and context and love music. Yeah. All right, cool, buddy. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, Ben.
See ya.
See you, buddy. Bye-bye.